You know, I'm always saying that we love to hear from our viewers. Well, several months ago, I had a letter from a teacher out in Gander. She's a teacher at Gander Collegiate, and she loved talking about two students that she thought had terrific musical potential. Well, she's right. I've heard their music, and you're going to meet them today. First of all, Brad Davidge, who's 17?
17, yes.
Right. And Dean Burry, you're 18.
18. Mm-hmm.
And how did Dissonance begin? Because that's what you call your duo.
I think the start of it, the very start of it, was when we were in grade 8, about 5 years ago.
My glory, 12 and 13?
12 and 13.
Yeah.
And I had a little tiny keyboard, and Brad had his acoustic guitar. And we knew each other, and we knew that we each could play music. So I went up to Brad one day and asked him if he wanted to start a little band. So we got together down in Brad's basement and made up a few little tunes. And I guess Dissonance was born.
Well, you know, a lot of musicians or potential musicians want to play, but they don't always want to write or compose. Whose idea was it first?
Well, it was sort of, I guess it was sort of a combination between both of us. We sort of just, I don't know, it just sort of came together. We collaborated with each other ever since grade 8. And I mean, instead of doing original tunes, which sort of took a little bit of effort to sit down and pick out the actual song off the tape, we decided to start writing our own. And it started to come together really well, I guess.
I think we both were writing before we met.
Yeah.
So the music was up here, was it?
Oh,
Before
yeah.
you started putting it down on paper?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When's the best time to write?
I
I know you're not morning people. You tell me
No,
that.
the best time for me, I find, is in the wee hours of the morning. Or
Why?
I don't know, because it's more peaceful, it's more quiet. You can concentrate on what you're doing. And when you get started, like on a piece, like you want to compose, I mean, a little distraction can knock you off, and the song is gone. But I mean, in the late hours of the night and stuff, it's just so peaceful, and it just really comes together. Your mind is at ease after a hard day's work.
At 1 o'clock, there's no phone, and the dog has gone
No
to sleep.
distractions, yeah.
No distractions at all, and it's just, when you come up with an idea, it just kind of encourages you to go on.
Okay, when you come up with an idea, but where does the inspiration come from? What kind of things inspire you?
That's hard to say.
News.
Hard to say.
News
Really?
inspires myself, yes, personally. And Christian religious aspects inspire me as well. Because there's 2 Christian songs on the album which deal with God, and which we really feel like we owe him a lot for giving us the supposed talent I suppose we have to do this.
Some of your music is very serious. What precipitated that kind of a thing? I mean, tell me about Beth. Who is Beth?
Well, Beth is a fictional character. In the song Beth, there's a great deal of sad songs about children who die, but the song Beth more so looks at someone who simply grows old having no friends, and dies really having no relationships and not knowing a lot of the joys of life. So Beth is just kind of a character that represents those ideas.
It's more of a literary realism, whereas you see a little girl who grows up, her only friend is a tree, supposedly, and the rain can help the tree to grow, but it can't help the little girl to grow. And the last line in the song actually says, if the sun don't shine for somebody, no one cares. So in other words, like, her only friend was the tree, but like the society didn't accept her as a person because she had a rare disease. So it's sort of a realism about how probably snobbish our society can be.
You've got a lot of concerns, but before we go any farther, I think you might like to hear a little bit more about Beth, because a little bit earlier today, Brad and Dean recorded a portion of the song. Here's a sample.
Beth is 3 today. She plants a tender seedling in the yard, and no one really sheds a tear but her. And the rain falls in the forest, and the little child is watching from her window. Now the rain is good for growing trees, but not for those who love it. Plant your seeds and water, keep and love it. 'cause someday the spring may not be there. And the years went by like seasons, and the little child is not a child no more. And the branches that lay over her are withered. And the window now is empty, and the yard is empty too. The weeping willows are crying, 'cause their spring's not anew. Plant your seeds and water, keep and love it, 'cause someday the spring may not be there. Plant your seeds and water, keep and love it, 'cause someday the spring may not be there. 'Cause if the sun don't shine for someone, no one cares.
The music of Brad Davidge and Dean Burry, better known in the Gander area as Dissonance, my special guest today on Coffee Break. You know, the music means much more when you've heard the story behind it. I mean, I could feel a shiver down my spine.
Well, there's a lot of emotion behind it.
There
A
is.
lot of emotion went into writing it, and
Yeah.
and I guess, and hopefully that's apparent in the music.
Especially in the vocals as well. Every time I sing that song, I really, I don't know, I get a shiver down
You
my
feel
spine
it.
as well, yeah.
Really
It's
do.
really,
How did you feel about another song that you wrote recently for graduation?
oh, Forever Friends.
Forever Friends.
Well, it all started, I guess it was grade 10, when we first got up to the high school. Since we were both composing and so forth, we decided, okay, instead of writing two separate songs for the graduation, we'd collaborate on it. And we got together, finally. Actually, it was supposed to be in grade 11, and we gradually got together in the latter part of this year. And we got together and we wrote it. It took us about a week to write it. And instead of me singing the whole vocal, we decided to share the vocal. And it got accepted for the Grand March this year, which we march out to.
You must have been pleased. What's the reaction of your friends, your peers?
Oh,
I
fantastic.
think some of them are amazed a little bit. I think they look kind of at it as celebrities, and
You're not quite used to that.
no.
All right, let's change the subject.
Okay.
Let's go out to Stephenville. What happened there recently? Not only are you musicians, vocalists, composers, you're both actors?
Yeah.
Well, this year our the Gander Collegiate Drama Troupe, that's who we act with, under the direction of Wayne Hurley. We won the regionals in Gander and went to the Provincial High School Drama Festival in Stephenville.
Yes.
How'd you do?
Well, myself and Dean got an award for music and acting.
Pretty pleased with
Oh,
that.
we were very pleased. Our troupe actually got 8 awards, along with Claremville, who got 8 awards. So that was the high ranking in the provincials this year. So we were very pleased with that.
I think the audience enjoyed it because it associates very much with teenagers.
Yeah.
And it can place the people in the audience right in the play almost.
Yeah.
In fact, at the beginning of the play, the actors get up from the audience and walk on the stage.
And we get up and we perform actually the second song on our album, Voices from the High School, which I wrote.
Well, it was a great opportunity for both of you. But you've had another bit of excitement. You recently made your first recording.
Yep.
And how will that be distributed?
Well, we're going to be distributing it ourselves. There are several stores that we have been in contact with, so it will be available in the stores, or through either one of us.
I think first off, we're going to sell it like through ourselves, like in Gander anyways, because well, we put up a list in our office in high school, and we got over 150 names, like just right off the bat. So I think we're going to sell them privately, and then after a while, probably hopefully if we get about 200 gone, we'll put them in the stores because we have contacts.
Well, everybody's been coming to us asking, when's the tape coming out, when's the tape
I
coming
wish it
out?
was out soon.
Well, it's nice if it would be pre-sold. But I was going to say, most people with talent have to have some sort of a mentor, and you've been very lucky. Stephanie Peacock Smith was your homeroom teacher at one time, is that right? When you first started working together?
Right.
In fact, she was the one that wrote me. And what I found interesting, she just didn't sign it with her name. she signed your name, and underneath it she put teacher and friend.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Dean?
I don't think that this could have happened without Stephanie Smith. We had the music, we had the desire, but we needed that extra little push, and that's exactly what she gave us. No strings attached. She knew our music, and I think she liked it. For instance, the song Beth, she was at us, I don't know how long, for us to just tape Beth off on a ghetto
You
blaster.
kept putting her off.
Yeah, I still have, for putting her off, I still have her tape on my dressing table, not open, not out of the packages.
But eventually, and one day, we were thinking about recording. I suppose we've always been thinking about it a little bit. But she came to us and mentioned it specifically, and I think right from there, as soon as we saw that somebody else was interested, because no matter how confident you are, you need a little bit of support, and a little bit of support is all you need. So when we got her support,
Somebody that believes in you.
someone that believes in us.
It's absolutely, like, I would say almost 70% credit to Mrs. Smith. She put so much time into it. Actually, when we got back from the studio, we got our tape and we gave it to her that day. And within 2 days, I think probably half the school came up to me, oh, I heard your tape, Mrs. Smith, like your tape. So I was like, you know.
She knows how to get things started.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, things are starting for you. And obviously, a lot of people, certainly out in your area, that are familiar with the music, have a lot of confidence. They know you're going to do something. But the two of you are at a kind of a crossroads right now. You've just graduated, but you're both planning on going to university. Brad, first of all, you're planning to do engineering?
Engineering.
Where?
In Acadia. Well, that's what I first planned to do, but I'm now studying more and more classical guitar, so I think I'm going to pursue that after a semester at Acadia. I'm going to go there.
Yeah. And Dean, you want to major in music?
Yes, I'm majoring in music at Mount Allison, majoring on the
You're
sax.
not going to be all that far away from each
No.
other, are you?
Well, that's the good thing about it, right?
What happens to Dissonance? These two faces aren't going to split, are they?
No,
not.
no, definitely not.
No, I don't think that could happen. We're only about 2 hours drive away.
Actually, we were talking about on the way out, talking about doing another album, actually, within probably the next 6 months or so.
Is that right?
Hopefully.
It'll be kind of hard when you're starting university.
Oh,
though,
yeah,
won't
it should. We have a small repertoire together now in the midst of making.
Very good. And do I understand that you have another television special coming up? You're planning?
Yes, we're going to be on local cable vision. We're having a half-an-hour special, interviewing music.
And now, that will include just the music that you have on this first recording, or will there be new music by then?
No, by then it will still be. Well, we're still promoting the album. It's
Yeah,
only
it'll be
coming out
Plant Your
this week.
Seed. It hasn't even been released. It'll be released probably, hopefully, at the end of this week.
But, you know, everybody kind of takes it for granted. Musicians travel here, musicians travel there. You've done a bit of traveling already with the school group. But does the rest have to come out of your own pockets? It's expensive business
Yes.
to be in, isn't it?
Very expensive.
What about the recording? Are you financing this yourself?
Yes, we're paying for it ourselves. I suppose that's what everybody was worried about at first, the money, our parents.
That was the whole setback, you know. Don't
Yeah,
get
you
into
haven't
the-
talked about your families. What is their reaction to music?
Oh, it's really supportive.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it was sort of iffy, and we had to push ourselves and push them. But they later became to support us.
I think once they saw that this was really going to work, then they got behind us just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, will this be a profession for both of you?
Yes.
Music?
Yes, definitely.
No doubt about it. Well, but at this point, we always have to stop for a commercial. And I would just like to say that I'm going to come back after the commercial with some information about a best-selling cookbook. But as we go out, first of all, I'd like to thank Brad and Dean, continued success.
Thank
And
you
we're
very
going to
much.
go out on, what's the name of the song?
The Kids from Downtown.
Okay, this is a slightly upbeat version of Dissonance.